Tuesday groove. It's Toonsday Tuesday. DJ's got the tunes with cactus bringing vibes that light up the room. Retro memories and fresh new spins from classic laughs to anime wins. Tuesday step into the stream. Old school feels and modern dreams with DJ and crackers. It's a timeless ride through cartoon worlds side by side. We're throwing it back to the days gone by. Tunes from the past still lighting the sky. Then to the present with colors that pop. From Spirited Away to rooftop drops. Cartoon vibes filling up the night. From retro grooves to neon light. DJ's got the flow, cactus brings a flair. Every Tuesday, everywhere. Tuesday, jump in the stream. Classic hits and new age dreams. DJ and Keckers here for the thrill. Cartoon and anime magic, we got the skill. Tune in weekly, don't miss the fun. Classic or modern for everyone. With DJ and Keckers, we'll hit replay. Tuesday, every single day. Tuesday groove. It's Toonsday Tuesday. DJ's got the tunes with cactus bringing vibes that light up the room. Retro memories and fresh new spins from classic laughs to anime wins. Tuesday step into the stream. Old school feels and modern dreams with DJ and crackers. It's a timeless ride through cartoon worlds side by side. We're throwing it back to the days gone by. Tunes from the past still lighting the sky. Then to the present with colors that pop. From Spirited Away to rooftop drops. Cartoon vibes filling up the night. From retro grooves to neon light. DJ's got the flow, cactus brings a flair. Every Tuesday, everywhere. Tuesday, jump in the stream. Classic hits and new age dreams. DJ and Keckers here for the thrill. Cartoon and anime magic, we got the skill. Tune in weekly, don't miss the fun. Classic or modern for everyone. With DJ and Keckers, we'll hit replay. Tuesday, every single day.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, the Tuesday, yeah. Again, what's up, Pickles?
Nothing much, DJ. Just saying that we are in the final acts of season 1 of Code Lyoko.
Yeah.
This group of episodes does not feel like it's setting up any finales, but you can tell things are ramping up with it. This week's been good so far. Nice, lovely weekend. A lot of snow over here. In fact, I'm expecting some more snow in a couple of hours.
Oof.
Well, a couple hours is in maybe like 2 hours.
Okay.
It has been frozen around here.
Yeah, just always.
I will say that being in Pennsylvania, people are glad about the Super Bowl.
I wasn't, and yeah, gonna leave it at that.
No, the Eagles fans around here have been happy. Though I will say the game was not as exciting as it could have been. Blowouts never really are that exciting for me.
Now, I have to ask, are you an Eagles fan or?
I'm from Jersey, so I'm a Giants fan. So I have to deal with the Eagles fans over here now.
Okay, so, that's different, but okay. Yeah, no.
I've been in Pennsylvania for over a decade now, so yes, I've dealt enough with Eagles fans, but hey, I'll still be a Giants fan at heart.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean, trust me, like, yes, I was really for the Chiefs, but I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
Jack Waddles of the way.
Yeah. Learn something new. That's DJ lore.
Hey, yeah.
So before we actually get into this group of episodes, what were your initial thoughts of them? Like of this setup?
It's so to get more high stakes right now. Like, I mean, we are going into it. Episode 19 definitely had a moment where one of the characters got lost. You know what I mean? They don't.
Yep, I know exactly what you mean. That was an episode I was actually looking forward to the idea of. But we should get started with our first episode, which is claustrophobia. And okay, the initial start of this episode was something that I completely misunderstood.
How so?
Okay, so I'm a Power Rangers fan.
Yes.
You know, you have some knowledge about Power Rangers.
I'm a fan, yes.
Are you seeing where the setup for this episode would trigger a Power Rangers part of my brain?
Not entirely, just because.
Okay, so the focus of this episode is a new, interesting character coming to the school who's good at
Okay,
sports
guys, I see
and
what you.
possibly set up initially as a rival character to Ulrich. I'm thinking Sixth Ranger vibes off the guy. And then he doesn't show up for any of the next episodes. I was thinking, is this someone who's going to get like infected by Xana? Is he going to find out anything that's going on? No, he's just some guy that shows up, hits on Sissy, and at the end of the episode leaves. I'm wondering if he's ever in the show after this episode. Did he leave the school?
Okay, you hear me laughing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Your thought process is on the right track, but wrong train.
Yeah, so like I didn't know if he was gonna get taken over there to become evil, or if he was gonna join them, or like anything. Because I still don't know this show. I've not been reading ahead.
No, but I know what you're thinking, and I wish I could tell you.
Uh-huh. At least tell me this: does this character ever show back up again?
This particular character, no.
So he's a complete red herring.
Yes.
Okay.
But he does tease something that happens later on.
Okay. No, I don't need further information.
I'm just
That's
saying.
good. It's just they hype this guy up as he's like the next king of the block, and he just doesn't appear after this. But yeah, so the point of the episode is new kid in town, impresses Sissy, embarrasses her crew.
But I mean, I will remind you, this is our second new kid in town.
I'm forgetting who the other new kid. Oh wait, yes, it was the one that looked like Aaliyah.
Yeah.
It just vanishes after that.
Yeah. So is Yoshi? I know you'll see a pattern here that's making a reappearance, right?
Where they'll introduce someone and then they just never show up again.
Uh-huh.
All right. So Xana's plan this time is to electrify the lunchroom to trap the Lyoko warriors in there away from the supercomputer.
Yep.
But because Jeremy and Odd leave early, they get no. Jeremy and Yumi leave
You
early. Yeah,
no.
leave early, so they're not trapped in there.
Yep.
So we have to deal with the adults, the fire department, all trying to stop this electrified lunchroom from killing everybody inside, even after cutting the power, even it's everything. This is a good example. This is a good example of a Xana plot to like trap them. And if it hadn't been for some random thing, it would have worked.
Yep.
This new kid impresses people. He's cool, he's fun, he's interesting, he's kind. Sissy's friends the night before try and trick him into getting caught by Jim for TPing the school skeleton. He gets saved by our guys.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, interesting character. Sorry we'll never see him again.
Yep.
Explain to me your thoughts on the episode, because for me the idea of it setting up something that never pays off, that is one of the things that I kind of dislike about the Return to the Past. Like how the end of the Return to the Past for this one, he goes off hitting on Yumi, which was the opposite of what happened the first time.
Yeah, no, I mean, this, episode is one that I don't, the plot line, I knew it should go anywhere. I mean, it's, she's developed a crush on him, and she tries to befriend him with it was holding in I forget his whole so is jealous of him because he has a crush on Sissy. It's really a love triangle does not a triangle.
In order for there to be a love triangle, one of the points would actually have to care about the other 2 points.
Yeah, well, what I'm getting at is the safety upwards.
It's Sissy and her 2 fanboys.
Yeah, well, definitely. But yeah, it's that really didn't pay anything off. I mean, mine is still wholly against stuff, but that was like 5 minutes of this episode. I'm saying that now definitively, but I bet you if you took every scene we had on Lyoko, put it all as 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's the thing about the the high CGI parts of the episodes, they are not very long, and they're pretty much just the fighting without much of the story. Some episodes. One of the episodes coming up is going to be very, very Lyoko heavy.
Yeah, no. I'm just specifically talking about this one. Hey, Pia, how you doing?
Hello, Pia.
Hope you're well. But yeah, it's definitely a let's focus on what's going on in Ryoko. Then, you know, it's more of, oh, the truck at the cafeteria. We need to get them out. And to do that, we have the need opportunity to go to Ryoko. Hey Sue, what's up? The bug
Oh,
file.
everybody's popping in. Hi, guys.
Yeah. So it's definitely a real wolf heavy based episode. It's I'm not trying to do that bubble. It's happening on my Mac for no reason.
Oh, I thought it happens when someone hits like on your stream.
No, that happens because it's supposed to happen if I give you a thumbs up like this. And but for me it appears randomly because it's not recognizing my thumb be up. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Well, anyway, here is a thumbs up on your stream, as everyone who is watching should be doing.
Yeah, hit that right, guys, if you don't mind. But yeah, no, this episode was definitely one that I would potentially classify as filler if it wasn't for the whole going to ago stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to like progress any of the actual story. There's no talk about fixing Aaliyah. There's no talk about most of the stuff. It's just introduce a new character who's never seen again.
Yeah,
Nothing in the episode ever amounts to anything.
yeah, no, that's
No one learns anything because this is a person we're never going to see again.
yeah, but, it's something that you could skip this episode and still know what's going on because this might be a civilized series, but it's not heavily civilized. You don't need to watch every single episode. So,
Right. But speaking of watching every single episode, Amnesia is our next one. So why don't you tell us about that?
okay, the another one, okay, the one Susanna, the teacher in the beginning of this episode, gives a lesson on nanotechnology, which I'm going to hold there for a second Xena attacks like at the beginning of the episode. So he puts this goo in a petri dish, and until they analyze it, we don't know what it does. But Sigma uses a machine designed to now so basically this goo has tiny little bugs in it. When their teacher has them examined in class, all glass is tried to skip up the goo or accidentally knocks into him, making over, you know, basically spread the goo onto his legs, and at that point, Ulrich loses consciousness.
I
And
will correct you on one thing. That was very much not accidental. That was Odd being a goofball and just trying to make a joke and purposefully slapping it up to his face.
I got published.
Oh, and Ulrich does not lose conscious immediately. He doesn't actually until later that afternoon.
Alright. The point is, he's not feeling well. They take a picture formally, and in a new control he develops a case of amnesia and forgets who he is. When Sissy comes to see him in the family, she's basically reprogrammed him to think that he has a crush on her and that all games are his friends.
Which is the creepiest thing imaginable. Taking advantage of someone with amnesia by lying to them about what their life was. That is
Yeah,
horrible.
definitely, I agree. Now, always getting flashes of his life on occasion whenever she tells him something. So he is conflicted on, what to believe. Let's not forget to mention that she tells him that his real friends are basically bullies to him.
Yeah, which is bad.
Yeah, so, whenever I tries to approach it all friendly, he gives defensive approves of what. So, yeah, it's not until they figure out that it's the dude doing it that they realize Xena has attacked.
I do have a question. This is something I didn't quite notice, and like I don't know where it happened. We know how Ulrich got infected.
Yeah.
Where did everybody else get infected?
Um,
Was it through touching him some way and then it spread? But I don't remember. We just saw them all starting slowly to drop ill.
I believe it was more of a airborne thing.
Okay. Because they never exactly say. They said, oh, there's more people that have been infected.
No, I believe what it was is that when Oleg sneezed on someone, he infected them,
Okay, that's what I thought.
and they all infected
Each other.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I got from that.
Oh,
So,
no, I got you.
yeah. But yeah, so they need to go with Lyoko and try to deal with that. Now, because Oleg is getting fractures of his, life, he's able to, you know, walk his way into the factory without knowing exactly what it is. And, Jim, he retrodited the simple computer and finds Jeremy. And, Jeremy tells him, hey, you need to go up level those rugby skills. Yo, what? Uh,
Rizzler! Good to see you, man.
yeah.
Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening and hopefully there's not too much snow where you are. And
Yeah.
hopefully you had a good time with whoever you were rooting for with the Super Bowl. Either
Yeah.
knowing that it was going to be over quick or winning.
But yeah, it's definitely a, less than over 2 years ago.
And more, he just showed up.
Yeah.
Well, partly showed up.
Yeah. And, while he's there, all has to basically teach him how to fight again. And
Well, he doesn't technically need to teach him how to fight. He needs to teach him who he's supposed to fight.
Yeah.
He had no trouble fighting.
No.
His trouble was fighting odd.
Yeah. But yeah, now he taught him who to fight and all the things, he's in some real big video game with,
They technically are.
yeah, and like, but, probably, but yeah, the FA Tower, they return path or gives a sample of the gear and he intentionally says, I wonder what happens if you hear.
Yeah, if he heats it up.
And noted the fly got detection level and episode, and the next episode is.
Wait. Before we go into the next episode, there's a question that I have that I need answered.
Okay.
This question is about how exactly the return to the past works. Because what I believe is that it completely reworks the events that happened previously, stopping any of the Xana Tower stuff. Correct?
Mostly.
Because if because lots of times we've had like Xana who's done things, who's infected something, when they go back to the past, that thing is no longer infected.
Okay. Well, in this one, the assumption is he already infected it, and they're changing the outcome of what happened when Ulrich got it on.
Okay, because I thought Return to the Past always go back to before Xana's tower activated.
No, because remember this, Xena attacked before they even got into class.
Right, but what I mean is what decides how far back they go?
I did not know, and I didn't know where we could get that answer, but someone didn't want to watch that episode yet.
Okay, well then I will find out later. Because my assumption going like from episode 1 to now was that Xana activates the tower and there's the issue. And the reverting to the past reverts back to before Xana activated their tower. Because you may not have known the tower's been activated, but the tower's already been activated.
Yeah, no. It, you know, well, it's what I believe. The tower might be activated after he attacked, but the attack still happens the way it does.
Because
And
sometimes reverts to the past reverts a couple of hours, and sometimes reverts to the past reverts to the previous day.
yeah.
So there's no we don't know how far back it goes. It's always before some event that triggers like the bad stuff.
Yeah, but I mean,
Because like the goo is there, so the goo was done by Xana, but
yeah,
reverting to the past does not stop Xana from creating the goo.
no, it does not.
But later in an episode coming out after this, going back to the past completely goes back before Xana started their entire plan.
Yeah. With, I mean, if you talk about, this next episode, yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Right.
And
Speaking of the next episode, let's get into it, which
yeah,
is Killer Music. And I will say this right now, Killer Music is one of my favorite episodes so far.
okay, good.
So this episode has Ulrich and Odd basically just trying to enjoy a night in peace. Odd is obsessed with the new song that he's downloaded and playing constantly and is preventing Ulrich from getting any type of sleep. So he leaves to go spend the night with Jeremy instead, which results in Odd being infected by something in the music, causing him to go into a catatonic state.
Yep.
This right here is one of Xana's best plans, because throughout this entire episode, Lyoko does some good horror episodes. This is a horror episode, causing our heroes to be afraid of music and sound that follows them in places.
Yeah, definitely.
To the point where I'm wondering, like, this is another one of these Xana plots which should be repeated because it worked so incredibly. Xana pretty much won on multiple occasions on this and only lost through sheer dumb luck.
Yeah. Is this episode that really tells it, and sorry for jumping ahead,
No, go ahead.
but this is one that really tells you that Jeremy doesn't always have to hit the enter button on his keyboard to initiate return to the past.
Well, he did do it. He
Yes,
set it up so that it would activate.
yes, but normally it's at the moment of return to past, not, oh, I'm gonna get paralyzed. Let me attack you
Yeah.
just beforehand.
But this plan is ingenious, because this plan is Xana puts a hit song on the internet to get the kids at school to download it.
Yeah.
So Xana's plot is to weaponize YouTube or LimeWire or Spotify. It's weaponized Spotify.
Well, for the time, it would have been LimeWire.
Yeah, or Napster.
Yeah.
They even joke about how it was an earworm designed by a computer.
Yeah, right. I love that now.
Where over the course of the episodes, you just see kids just laid out on the sidewalk or laid out on the grass with earphones on, catatonic, with that weird rictus grin, like they ingested like Joker venom.
Yeah.
This was good. But even more than that, you also have Ulrich blaming himself for Odd being the first taken in by, because he left him. But hey, your roommate's getting on your nerves. You walk out.
Yeah, you're trying to study, and
You got school in the morning.
Yeah, they'll blast the music at 11 at night.
You're trying to study.
Yeah, you can't take that. So, yeah.
The fact that the music's following them, like when they have to go in, when they figure out that this is a Xana plot. Before that, when Jeremy and Ulrich are worried about Odd and they get into the ambulance, that's a really nice tense scene.
Yeah, it is. It shows that it's not just because they're schoolmates, it's not because they're really close friends at school. It's they genuinely care about his health.
But that makes me wonder.
What?
Where's Odd's parents? We know most of these kids' parents aren't that far away. They show up for like school events. Odd's in the hospital. Why is his parents there?
I mean, honestly, I don't know. Outside of Yumi's palace, we only see one old parent, and that's the principal. Like, really?
Yeah, I mean, come on. They could have just animated like two folks just sitting in the hospital room with him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, really, I got you.
So, you have Yumi at operations, who's like letting them know what's going on. They get back, and where Xana basically infiltrates the operations room and is blasting music there and attacking the devices. That is a super tense scene where they're trying
Yeah,
to avoid the sound when Jeremy passes out in the chair. This was good. This was a good display of tension and horror throughout the entire episode.
yeah, yeah. Now, I will definitely say this, and we could talk about this in a bit, but part of my argument to continue on with season 2 is getting more intense, is getting more action than what you would expect. So that's where I would begin my argument for that. But like I said, after we're done.
Yeah. So next episode.
Frontier, which is one that I absolutely loved, and this really had things on it. So Jeremy and Andrea are walking on Tuesday at the beginning of the they're going over everything that they did. They accidentally did one task twice, which messed it up. Jamie yells at Aaliyah. They end the call, and Jamie feels bad about it. So his thought process is, I need you to cover for me. Like, I completely go to apologize with up until this point, Jeremy has not even been in the scandal. He's been in the scandal room, but not the actual scandal.
I find that strange. I mean, that he hasn't gone a single time.
Yeah. So it's definitely, hey, I need you to initialize my vocal section, but something goes completely wrong, and Jimmy's lost in limbo, divorce, whatever you want to call it. But he has a mental connection to Arita, and he's basically related what they need to do through all lives. Okay, great, but they need to get to full specific towels to get memory there. 3 towels, easy peasy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 4th towel, then catches onto the at the base the towel and puts 2 cube monsters to gold just in case.
All right. I'm going to say this. One interesting thing about the episode is that none of this is Xana's plot.
No,
Xana's on vacation this week.
This is a Xana attacked us and he caused Jeremy to be lost at the vault. It's completely Jeremy wants to go to apologize. Something messes up and they have to deactivate all except one of the scanners to get memory data.
Yeah, there's no infected towers. This is literally just...
Well, the only activated tower is at the end because let me activate blue is deactivated. So put it out there forever. But yeah, we don't get a activated tower until the end of the episode. So yeah, it's basically we have to rescue Jeremy. And by the end of it we have the dream sequence like, Union with Jeremy and Rhea reaching out for each other and just take, I believe the test of the frequent test first.
Yeah.
And then
We have Jeremy and his 2D. We have Lita and her CG.
Yeah, so, it's definitely a bit kind of romantic scene between them.
And melodramatic.
Yeah,
I
but
do really like in the episode how it was mostly Alita on a stealth mission.
yes, definitely needed to be self-free from this one. So, yeah. And, I will say this. The fact that they needed 10 more bytes and they used odds of its game for that was funny to me.
Yeah.
Just, we don't have enough, we need 10 more bytes. Was at the video game like, that was wrong. So, yeah. This episode was definitely a good one, in my opinion. And it's definitely worth the watch. Now, with the next episode, it's definitely a lot more, so a lot less intense than what this was.
It was still pretty intense.
I mean, it was, but it's not. We have to be self-deed to get our friend back intense.
I will say this is an episode which touches back on something which happened in a previous episode where I had a question.
Yeah.
Where there's a factory, and we have earlier in another episode, Xana seizing control of the factory.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, wait, they have access to the factory. Why isn't Xana actually attacking them with stuff in the factory and doing something with this? It's an industrial factory that you can make stuff with. Well, that happens in this episode.
Yeah, it does. It's definitely good use of his planning skills. So, are you going to talk more about it?
Oh, sure. Sure. This is the robots episode where we have a robot competition between Jeremy and his name begins with an H. It's not Henrich. All right. Sissy's glasses wearing friend. And he makes a miniature robot Sissy, which is one of the creepiest things around.
Yeah.
And Jeremy makes a robot dog in the likeness of Odd's dog.
It's
Asparagus. What?
It's Hope.
Herb. Okay. I knew it began with an H.
Yeah, and the dog was Kiwi. Yeah.
I knew it was a green plant. Okay. Herb and Kiwi. Iron Sissy versus Kiwi Mark II or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Get into a robot competition, and it is a basketball competition, not a fighting competition, which I thought it would be, because this was around the time where I would have been watching Robot Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
All right, so they have robot competition for basketballs. Herb ends up cheating because you're not supposed to actually attack your opponent because his robot shoots a metal bolt which destroys Jeremy's robot to cause him to win because he's told that if he loses the competition that he's out of the gang.
Mm-hmm.
Which would just make that a weird duo, so of course it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no.
But unbeknownst to them, Xana is actually following in on making their own robots by seizing control of the factory and assembling killer robots to go after our Lyoko warriors.
Yeah.
And just bursting into the school with Terminators.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is kind of nuts. Though, really, if they had just made multiple robots and then sent them out all at once, because they were still making more.
Mm-hmm.
Just make 12 killer robots, send them out, and you win.
No.
Don't send one at a time. You never send one at a time.
Yeah, no. No, the only criticism I have is how in the world did he get access to the schools in it local from the computer professor, because you would say those would be protected by firewalls and all that, but now he easily got access to the records, matching each suit to each Lyoko and Jeremy. So,
All right. I have a question for you.
yeah.
Which do you think would be protected by more levels of computer security? A school's student records or a city power grid? Or a military satellite?
In a perfect world,
I happen to think that if Xana can get into the controls of a military satellite, that they can check some student records.
Yeah, I got you.
I hope that answered your question there.
Yeah, now, I mean, you have to say my thought process on it, but yeah, no, I got you.
Xana can infect the air. We established this already.
Yeah.
It's
Why?
magic. It's magic. It can get into whatever it needs to get into.
Yeah.
It can make teddy bears grow giant and attack people.
Yeah, it could possess a suit of armor
With no electricity in it.
Yeah.
It's just a suit of iron, like 12th century samurai armor, and hasn't attacked people. I think it can get into some student records for a private school.
Yeah, no, I got ya.
Okay. Where the hell was I? Okay, yes. Still making robots.
Yeah.
Because of that, Ulrich is pretty much stuck. They're stuck trying to fight this thing. Ulrich and Yumi actually get Herb's help to stop the robot by him creating a miniature robot bee drone to go in and short circuit it.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very interesting, getting his help to solve that problem.
Yeah, but I mean, remember, they had to threaten him by saying, oh, we have photos of you cheating, so we might just go to the principal with that instead.
Well, yes, he was coerced into assisting them, but it was still nice to get him to help. So this was another case of fighting enemies in both sides, in Lyoko and in the real world. And I do happen to like when those are like complementary battles.
Yeah, I got you.
They eventually do go back to the past, and with the knowledge of the attack, Jeremy dodges it and ends up winning the robotic competition this time.
Yeah.
We have no idea what the prize for winning would be, but he wins.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what it was.
Bragging rights.
Yeah. Okay, no. With this batch of episodes, I'm gonna say this is a solid, 8 for me. Like, they did a good mix of high stakes and comic relief in this one. I believe. What about you?
Yeah, yeah, this was a very high stakes group of episodes. Very true.
Mm.
We are almost done. One more week, and then we are done with season 1.
Yeah, and that leads us to this question. And I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna keep Paul because it won't show up on your. Would y'all want us to continue on to season 2, or would you want to uh, to move on to a different series? And if so, I would suggest the series. Well, just so you know, I just changed it up from what I told you. So,
Okay.
uh, well, you had an idea, so what would you know?
All right. So I had 2 ideas.
Yeah,
Idea 1 is the 1-season series of Fantastic Four from the 2010s.
okay, and your other one?
Was Johann and Peewit, which was a sort of Smurf spin-off
Okay. Now,
done by with a knight and squire character that interacted with the Smurfs, which was also based off of like a French comic series around the same time as the Smurfs.
alright, now the one that I was thinking about, I actually believe there was 2 seasons, so you can scrub that and say, why not Power Rangers Jungle Feeling?
That could be something. Part of it was me wanting to get into something with both of us having no real knowledge about what happens over.
Yeah, no, I got that. Let's
Like
say,
I remember Johann and Peewit was something which is just floating in the back of my mind, but got brought to the forefront from like a new Smurfs movie and them announcing a reboot of the old Johann and Peewit cartoon.
yeah, but it's for me, I tried to look up wrestle young shows, and the shows on those lists were shows that I knew, like, let me
Because
give
I will tell you that the entire Johann and Peewit series is for free on YouTube. So that's one of those easy to find things.
yeah, let me give you a example of a show that I looked up that I would suggest, but I never a little too well. And well, did I have? Let me uh, um, not one button. Uh, uh, um, Well,
Are you putting up a link?
no, I wrote it down, but because I am working on that book, I got too many notes that get, squished together, so it's hard to find it. Uh, I know what it begins with. Let me look up to see what it is. And this is the sound that I have heard about, but I haven't watched at all. So I don't know much about it.
All right. Let's say it.
Okay. Here is Pellswick. Pelswick. Pellswick. It's
Wait. Can you type that out?
yeah. Let me do that real quick.
Pelswick. Okay, I see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've heard. I have watched a little bit of this.
Okay, you have. Yeah. It was one of those shows that I knew about, but
I will say it is another one of those shows where wait. Is this well, I can find it elsewhere, but I do see a bunch of the episodes just up on YouTube too.
yeah, and it's free on TV as well.
Which is probably why it's still like left up on YouTube. Usually a lot of the Tubi stuff is readily available elsewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that how long is it?
Let me look. Okay, so they only actually have 2 seasons and it's 14 episodes. So, it's
Basically like one full season.
yeah, it's one full season. Given that you need 14 to make a season for what I read. So, but yeah, it's 14 episodes, and we could do it honestly, like 3 weeks max.
Let me look at Okay, standard 23-minute episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's an option.
The
A more episodic series with jokes and stuff. I'm down with that.
okay, and
It is called Pelswick.
yeah, it's called Post with PL.
It's a show from early 2000s, 2001.
Yeah.
It reminds me a bit of Dr. Katz or Home Movies in terms of the art style.
Yeah. I mean, this was,
I'm gonna look up the creator.
no, not Post with the L. The main character is in a wheelchair.
Okay.
It's based on, and I'm gonna pronounce the last name wrong, John Collins Postwood. So it's inspired by a comic book.
Oh, well, the people behind it certainly do have a wide range of credits.
Okay, like what if I may ask?
Okay, so the director for the series is Charles E. Bastian, who worked on was he worked on Gargoyles as a director, Magic School Bus, Little Bear, Rescue Heroes, Seven Little Monsters, Brace Face, Paw Patrol, and was on the art team for about a million other things.
Okay, so he definitely has made some of the shows that I'm familiar with.
Beetlejuice, the animated series,
Yeah,
Five Old American Tales, Cyber Chase, Clone High.
yeah,
Yeah, no, my gym partner's a monkey. He's all over the place.
yeah, so definitely. I mean, yeah, goggles, the Super Super, Brace Face, that's a good one.
Oh, he worked on Extreme Ghostbusters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
But no, he's been in the industry way back to the old Star Wars Droids animated series back in
Ooh.
the early 80s.
Okay, so yeah, he's well known in this area.
No, that's an alumni.
No, no.
Now, he didn't start directing until the 90s, but he was like in the art department since the 80s.
Yeah, no, I got it. I mean, okay, his direction, it's a lot less, but it's a lot that I know. I mean, really, yeah.
All right, no, I'm willing to give this one a shot.
Alright, so,
Unless you do want to watch just more Code Lyoko.
I
I
mean,
will say this one, it would just be a quick 3-week like in and out.
Yeah, no, like, let's take a 3 week break and then come back to karaoke. Is
Gotcha.
what I would suggest. Not really, unless you have one you would like us to write down for consideration.
Sure, I'm always open to suggestions.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we could always use any suggestions for future shows to do. But yeah, so doing pals with Apple, we first karaoke, and that's 3 weeks, 2 5 week episodes, 1 week with 3 episodes,
Yeah.
or, however we want to split that up. Yeah, no, I'm not. But, yeah. So,
Yeah, if you've got something in mind, put it out there.
yeah, I mean, let us know. You could always let me know on Discord or whatever. Yeah, I know, silly, not big deal.
All right. Speaking of,
Yeah, what's up?
all right. So I have, in honor of the new Smurfs movie, a new Smurfs theory for you.
Okay, let me hear it.
Okay. So this ties into the Smurfs World Tour animated series. And I would like to have the Smurfs being stuck in a time travel um, portion of going into and how the Smurfs would affect being placed in the Jetsons' future time, where we have a group of completely and utterly nature dependent creatures being transported to an ultra pollution filled technological future and how they would affect that world. And there.
Okay. So, the thing I have for you is one that I'm really just asked question, and if you have answered tonight, fine. But, I want you to take time with it. What would it be like if, say, Scooby Doo was written by Nickelodeon instead of Hanna-Barbera?
If, all right, if,
Say Scooby Doo was originally didn't air back in the 67.
Scooby-Doo as a Nicktoon.
Yes, yes,
Okay, so you're thinking Scooby-Doo premiering in like the early 90s on Nickelodeon.
yes.
Okay, there's such a
I
think it'd be easier saying Scooby-Doo as a Klasky Supo cartoon.
okay, take it that way.
Because I'd say, or because I think it would be easier picking like a specific Nickelodeon, like a studio that worked on Nickelodeon at
Yeah,
your
no,
outset.
I kinda, but I mean, you get the gist of what I'm asking.
Yeah,
If Skippy Doo was,
like that. I'm going to pick 3 studios and have Scooby-Doo done in those 3 most prominent Nickelodeon studios of the.
yeah, yeah, because this, from those who don't understand what I'm asking, let me break it down simple. Basically, what I'm asking is, what would Skippy Doo be like as a Nicktoon? As if it was in the same world as SpongeBob or
Yeah,
the Rugrats.
or Fairly Odd Parents. No, that's
Yeah,
not Nick. Yeah,
yeah, it is.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right, what's Time Travel Blender?
I do not know. But yeah, basically pick, 3 years or whatever and tell me what it would be like.
All right, I'm down with that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing a suggestion.
Uh,
Yeah, I was starting to look around the internet for Time Travel Blender cartoon.
yeah, no, I was about to do the same. Okay, well, with that being said, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you on Friday. Bye, guys.
Later, taters.